Exactly.
That's great. Another question here. What
Yep.
would you suggest? Any ideas, techniques to help someone get over the fear of cold calling? But I'd like to expand that a little bit and say, as an entrepreneur starting a business, there's always an aspect of it. I heard Zig Ziglar say this. You're never going to find something, a business, even your own, where you love every part of it. There will always be some aspect of the business that you either struggle with or not personally talented with or gifted or that you just even despise or hate. And for a lot of real estate investors, that's the phone, but it could be other things. So, what would you recommend as far as anything that might help people bolster the strength to, or the confidence, or maybe there's a better word?
Yeah, I mean, first thing that comes to mind is buck up, Buttercup. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Uh,
Ooh, boom.
I in a previous life, I was a stockbroker, and all we did at that particular time in the industry was cold call, and I used to make 200 calls a day. Uh, I hate did making
Wow.
phone calls. I
Wow.
hate being on the phone today, maybe in part because of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you do what you have to do.
Right.
The owner of the store doesn't like cleaning the toilets, but if it needs to be cleaned, he does it
Right.
because he knows it has to be done. What's your
Exactly.
responsibility? If this is the method of marketing that you have chosen. Now, again, no one's chosen this for you. You've chosen cold calling as the way to do the business, then you do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to cold call. You can send
Yeah.
text messages. You can put up bandit signs. You can do a whole host of other types of marketing. You don't have to do cold calling. But I
Right.
think that what Justin is saying is, well, one, you make choices. Two, you have to pick ways in which you do business that match your own personality. You have to do things that match your own personality. And
Right.
you might not be a cold calling person, so you don't do that. Maybe you have to get a partner who loves cold calling, but you like to close face to face, and so
Right.
you differentiate the jobs. That
Right.
person does this, and you do that. It goes to what Justin was saying: is what part of it do you like? What part of it that you don't like? And also, you don't have to like all parts of their business to get it done. So I would say that if you're really having difficulty, I mean, to get to the point, if you're really having difficulty with cold calling, and you think that even with time you're not going to be able to get over it, then don't do it. If that's going to prevent you from success, then don't do it. Market in a
Right.
different sort of way,
Right.
or get a partner that can do it.
And don't view yourself as a failure taking a step back because I can't do this or I'm not good with this, because literally what he's offering you here is the mentality of taking a sidestep and going around this problem, getting a different way, taking a detour.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's you yeah, I mean, you can't let these little, I'm going to say a little thing, you can't let these things, they're roadblocks, but you got to go over them or above them. You
Right.
got to go around them.
Yeah.
You're going to have roadblocks every day, and you have to figure out ways to get around them. Because this business, if you just look at the folks that are making money doing this business, you wonder how in the world is this idiot making this much money. It doesn't take
Right.
brains to do this. It doesn't take, I mean, anybody can do this business if they want to. If they work hard about it, if they work smart about it, anybody can do it. All you have to do is look at the people who are having success. So there's no reason in the world why you can't do it. You just have to find your own path.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Was that when you know to start automating your business or outsourcing it? Or is there some other? I don't want to take up too much of your time today. Too, you've been so gracious. We've been here a little over an hour now, so I don't know if you want to wrap up right now, but we can, or you can tell us a little more about when you know to start outsourcing. That's at least one thing you could do when you run into a roadblock like that is begin to outsource or automate. Or is there more opportunities that present themselves that we should recognize? Hey, now's a great time to start doing hiring a virtual assistant or.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one. I mean, that's one way that when you start running into things that, when you run into things that you would prefer not doing, that's certainly one way to do it. I mean, I think that this is actually a potential longer discussion that we can have another time. It has to do with your own personal business model.
Yeah.
How you want to conduct your business. How much of it do you want to do? How much do you want to outsource? Where are you earning your profits? If we look at a business, we can say that that a startup is a temporary organization that's searching for a profitable, repeatable, and scalable business model. So as we start our real estate investment business, we're trying out a lot of different things, and we're trying to see what works. We're trying to see what works with us, what we'd like to do. Okay. And you try to say, oh, I made a little money doing this. Okay. And then you try to do it again. Can I do it again and again and again? That's the idea of being repeatable. Was it just a one-time thing, or can I do it? Can I do it repeatable? Is it profitable? Okay. And then you start thinking about, okay, I can do it and I can do it a lot, but how much can I actually make by doing it myself? How do I have to scale it? Do I have to get an assistant? Do I need to get a partner? Do I need to move to a different, expand my market to a different city? You start thinking about these ideas of scaling. And then once you have this plan that's, again, profitable, repeatable, and scalable, that's when you then start looking at expanding in a great sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that as you say, you're looking for hiring a virtual assistant when there's a task that you know that needs to be done, but you're not good at it or don't want to do it. That's one time. Another time that you might want to scale is when you have reached the capacity of your work. You're working full out and you can't expand anymore because you have no time, or you have no more time. That's another reason that you might want to get a virtual assistant. I think that one of the things with virtual assistants, though, the problem is that the very first day someone starts as a real estate wholesaler, they start thinking about getting a virtual assistant. They haven't even made one call yet. They haven't spoken to one. They haven't spoken to one buyer, but they need a virtual assistant. So what I think is, what I think is that you need to know every aspect of your business. You need to be an expert at every aspect of your business before you even think about getting a virtual assistant. And when you have mastered it all, okay, and then you have reached some of these other triggers that we talked about, then you can start thinking about getting a virtual assistant. You have to manage. First, you have to find a virtual assistant. Then you have to train that virtual assistant. And then you have to manage that virtual assistant. These things, people think it's easy to outsource.
Then you got to pay them.
You got to pay them too. People think it's easy to outsource. But in reality, there's a skill to outsourcing.
Oh, yeah.
There's a skill to outsourcing, finding the right person, training the right person, managing the right person, getting the right systems and tools and monitoring them and paying. There's a whole thing to that. It's not just an easy sort of thing. Yeah. So people think it is, and they put an ad and go to the Philippines and get a virtual assistant, and the whole thing explodes, and they wonder why. Because they weren't ready. They
Right.
weren't prepared.
Right.
They didn't know the business.
Yeah. You know, I've been wanting to put this course together on just a handful of videos or something, maybe some materials that correspond with it, but on the outsourcing in detail. And Michael Batista is a great expert at that. We have another gentleman here named Rick, and he's an expert. And I would not say I'm an expert, but I'm pretty experienced with it. And now you would be an expert with some of these ideas too. So maybe if I talk to you real nice, send you a Real Estate Wholesalers Club hoodie, I can get you to come back and participate in that course for a session or something, and really lay it out. Because man, that I wish that we had another hour to just get you going on that topic. But you've been so kind and gracious with your time, sir. And I know time is money. You're an expensive and valuable man. So I don't want to keep you any longer, but I do want to express my gratitude. Thank you for being here. If you can send me email me your mailing address.
Sure.
I will put in the mail one of these shirts or t-shirt or hoodie. Just tell me which one, what size.
Great.
And I'll send you either a tee or a hoodie, and you can go jogging in it or
no, thanks. I mean, I think that we were all over the place today, but next time we could focus on one particular topic, whether it be outsourcing or a business model or value proposition or intangible benefits or whatever it is. We can focus on one. But I mean, I think that there are opportunities. There are always opportunities for good training programs and courses, and there's so much garbage out there. And there's so much people just and these guys are really successful selling this stuff, and so there is room for quality materials and so and generosity and a whole bunch of stuff. So just let me know when you need it. We can do that.
Y'all heard him say it right here. So I got him on. This is a verbal contract right here.
Which of course is not valid for real estate, as we know.
Or most other things, but in this case,
exactly. And then we have the intercountry thing too, as well. So
so it's going to be hard to enforce, but
it's going to be hard to enforce.
Hey, I really love you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And
no problem.
Like I said, I cannot say enough how honored I am to know you and have you part of the group and watching us from where you are and adding the content you've added today. And every now and then you'll post something or make a comment on something. Guys, when you see Dr. Terrence Brown comment on something, you better listen, because man knows what he's talking about. So
there you go.
Anyway, hey, do you have a website or a book or anything that these people can go buy today because they need to?
Yeah, no, nothing to buy yet. The website is askdrbrown.com, and we've just it's under construction. And also my channel is also Ask Dr. Brown, and my YouTube channel. As you saw, I've just started over the last week or so to start producing some videos. So we're going to get the channel really going soon. And I can have you come and talk.
Let me know anything I can do, anything we can do over here at the Real Estate Wholesalers Club. If you're following us over here, you need to follow him over there when he launches. So just put that in your mind that if you are following me, you will follow Dr. Terrence Brown.
There you go.
Anything I can do to ever help, Doctor, please don't hesitate to let me know. And go check out AskDrBrown.com and bookmark that thing, because he's going to start adding some great content there too, guys.
Great.
Yeah. All right.
Go out and have a profitable day.
All right, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We'll talk again soon. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Go get some shut up money.
There you go.
All right. We'll see you in the VIP.
There you go.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.